Oh, welcome to Bros at Ringside. I don't know. So today was we're talking about Fastlane and the last event before WrestleMania. So, what'd you think?
It
was good, right?
It was good, but like
it was a good send off.
And
no,
for maybe like 1 or 2 of the matches, because we have 3 weeks to still compile. We only have 3 matches for WrestleMania right now.
Yeah, but 4. We kind of got an idea of what 4. We're gonna see.
We have 4 idea. What the only thing that we have an idea of right now would be Randy Orton versus The Fiend.
And you have Edge versus Roman.
We already knew that was happening. That's already a
Bobby versus Drew.
That's already a match.
You got Big E versus Apollo.
Versus who? Apollo again? Why?
Yep.
Why again? He won fair and square. Yeah. Why would he fight him again?
It's gonna happen again.
That would be stupid.
And just like we're gonna see it again, we're gonna see Sammy versus Kevin.
Is that still a thing?
It's happening. On Sunday, when Sammy kicked Kevin Owens in the face, that's gonna set up for WrestleMania. That's just.
When did that happen?
Huh?
When did that happen?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Oh,
happened on Friday. So that's gonna happen. We got Sasha versus.
That's what I'm saying. We've only had 4. We're talking about Fastlane.
I don't even know what
about Friday. Doing. Yeah, there's literally no match card right now. There's only about 4 or 5 matches. That's it for a 2-day event.
I just named like 6. What are you talking about?
Those other matches aren't set in stone. The only matches that are set in stone are the
Sammy and versus Kevin is set.
That's not set. They didn't even talk about it today.
It's gonna be set.
I'm talking about what's already set. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, that's
what I'm saying. We don't have nothing set right now. We only have the main titles set.
Yeah, the titles are always going to be.
But it really didn't show, and it really didn't show anything. That's what I'm trying to get at. You're saying that we saw a lot of things that led up to matches that are going to happen. All these matches were already set in stone.
Yeah,
the only one that wasn't was Fiend versus Randy, but we knew that was coming.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not even a title match. But
you see the setup.
There's all the setups that happened on Friday. That's what I mean. There's setups that happened on Friday.
I'm fully aware of that. I'm just saying I'm talking about the show. You said the show. We're not talking about SmackDown. We're talking about the show.
Yeah, well. I don't know how I felt. I felt like Alexa Bliss could have did something, but anyway, I'm fine with what happened.
I mean, what was she gonna do?
Burnt to see the. It's what it is. It reminds me of Friday night Friday 13th. I'm trying to think which one it was, but Jason had came out really like deformed and shit.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Nah, I think it was before. Yeah, it was Jason Goes to Hell. It was that one because I remember somebody like it was weird. The dude was hypnotized by Jason's heart because it was sitting there, and then he ate the heart, and the dude became.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, okay,
yeah.
The fact that I remember that movie.
The mask. I didn't like all the makeup, like the hands, like some of the part of the hands was cool, but like it felt like the makeup was just too overdone.
It's.
Well, he looked like a zombie, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the only thing that I see that was set up because the Sheamus and Drew McIntyre.
Oh, Sheamus and Braun.
The last man standing match.
Shane and Braun.
No, I'm talking about Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre.
It wasn't last man standing. He pinned him.
I understand that. I'm saying, wasn't that originally supposed to be a last man standing match?
Yeah, and they changed it.
Yeah, because I was like, all right, last man standing match, but why would you do that before WrestleMania? And then they changed it to no holds barred.
It changes anything he wants. He probably came in and was like, oh, we're gonna change it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we already know what's gonna happen with that, but that match was solid. A lot of like OMG moments,
A
but
lot of good spots with Drew
yeah,
and
decent spots. I just felt it wasn't needed. They kept fighting each other for what, you know what I'm saying? We're getting the same thing over and over and over again. We got these matches on Raw.
yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is what
think it's Seth.
it wasn't a bad
Also,
match.
Seth gonna be fighting. I mean, Seth versus Shinsuke Nakamura. That happened tonight.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
It was a solid match.
Yeah.
I know that's only supposed to set up Cesaro, him and Cesaro.
Cesaro versus Seth. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another one that we're gonna see in the next couple weeks.
Um. What else? Big E versus Apollo. I thought that was a good match. It was really good.
It was a good match. That was probably I think that was probably one of the best matches of tonight.
It kept me very entertained. It was really good.
That
Really,
ending
really.
that ending kind of confused me a little bit, but I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
it's just to continue to piss him off for the most part.
Yeah. He did like what, 3 angle slams on him?
Did he?
Yeah, he was like 1, 2, 3. I was like, oh shit. Um, yeah, Bobby didn't fight today because he didn't need to.
No, he defended Monday.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. The women's tag match was just such a, oh man.
That was a good match. It was
It
decent.
was okay.
The ending was pretty funny.
Confusing though, but
I hate that whole Reginald character coming in, and
just
that's probably one of the worst angles that they can do for any of this, because he's literally messed up both sides.
yeah,
It's,
like he
it's
messed
not
up
just the one
Carmella
side.
shit.
Yeah, it's literally just the both sides that he's messed up.
Yeah, he messed up Carmella shit. He messed up. Like I'm kind of now he's with he's fucking with Sasha and he was with Nia. I'm a little like,
And he messed up. He literally messed up with everybody.
yeah. I'm like, okay, can we stop with the fuckboy shit? Can we stop with the fuckboy shit? I'm a little tired of this shit. Black French fuckboy. I'm just
Yeah,
done.
I'm not sure what that is, but
I'm done with it,
they added him as a random character, and
bro. I'm done with it.
yeah, that shit is annoying.
That's just French fuckboy. I'm done with that shit. I don't know.
I mean, the matches were they were decent at best. They weren't like really fantastic matches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I would say one of the matches was good. Was like, well, I like Drew versus Sheamus. I think that was really good. And Daniel Bryan versus Roman was amazing.
that was really good.
That was
I
dope.
enjoyed that
Like,
match.
to see, in a way, to see old Daniel Bryan come back, like be vicious and be very technical. I thought that was very good.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was great.
thank
That was
God,
smart wrestling, especially for Roman.
Yeah, I was like, bro, please. I was like, I'm glad we got to get Daniel Bryan, the old Daniel Bryan that really can fuck somebody up. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's lacking a lot of times during SmackDown, is that we don't get that Daniel Bryan enough. We get
But you gotta also understand that Daniel Bryan was really reckless too, throwing himself everywhere.
Yes, right. But he seems to be okay now. Like he seems to have, I mean, he seems to do it right, now. Like he plays the avenue.
Playing
You know what I
safe.
mean?
He's definitely moving around a lot more efficient than he was when he first came back.
Mm-hmm. Now he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, well, tonight he was like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and he did. I ain't going front. Roman tapped. He tapped.
That I wasn't sure how that was gonna end. That was a really good finish in a while that we've had.
And we got something I think we weren't gonna see neither. We got the old Edge back.
Well, I mean, Edge is going to be Edge no matter what.
Yeah, but it's that shit. I was like, he's back. Because we've gotten light Edge, and I was just like, oh my God, that Edge. The one where he's like, that Edge. I missed that Edge. And I understand he's older, but I missed that part of Edge where he's like, no matter where he's like, the ultimate opportunity. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna hit you with the chair. I'm gonna chair to you, all
just
that
more
shit.
aggressive because he's the ultimate opportunist no matter what. He's even stated that recently.
Right.
He's just acting more
But he
aggressive.
does have an aggressive side, and I missed that about him.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we were gonna get a very light version of him because he's been testing the waters. That's why they've been, putting him in matches here and there so that way he can, really warm up. Because like one of his returning matches was a freaking last man standing match.
Yeah.
So
now we gonna put you in the water, heavenly. Like, oh shit, I just got back. Chill.
overall though, I mean, it was decent. It's a good send off to WrestleMania now, which is in 3 weeks, and we have a handful of matches, mainly all championship matches.
That'll be one. I think that'll be. I'm not sure how they're gonna. I'm not sure how they're gonna play it out. I'm not sure if they're gonna spread it out neither, because it's confusing, and I'm still uncertain of because we got 3 weeks. I'm still uncertain if they're gonna have the NXT title be defended.
No.
On WrestleMania.
No.
So they're probably gonna because it's 2 nights. WrestleMania is 2 nights.
Yeah, a few days before is going to be Takeover.
You mean a few days? Like what?
A few
Wednesday?
days before, like April is 2 days. That's gonna be 2 days as well. I think it's probably the weekend before.
Really? We'll see.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure how they're gonna do that. And it was a big debate of if they should defend it at WrestleMania. I think they should.
That would be cool, but
at least give.
What day is that?
I mean, would it be weird though if you have a Takeover and then WrestleMania you have to defend it again?
Wednesday, Thursday, that same week.
Is it Takeover?
Yes, the 7th and the 8th, and then WrestleMania will be the 10th and the 11th.
Yeah, okay. Keep it at Takeover. NXT just has a way better pull, and they'll have a crowd.
And it's just like you were talking about too when we last spoke about NXT. We're having Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross for the championship.
Remember when I said I was like, why is he fighting this cruiserweight dude? And then he showed up at the last it was not event. It was not the wrestling event. It was the NXT NXT. It was Wednesday night. He showed up behind Finn Balor and shit. And he was like, TikTok, this and that. I was like, oh,
yeah,
he did doing this now.
He did that. And then I think Finn came out and like took his temperature in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, finally, we're getting to that because I didn't know where that was going. Like, because they had him fight this cruiserweight dude out of nowhere. I was like, okay, good match, but okay.
For that, so far they only have 3 matches set up for one on each night. Plus, there's a third match that it doesn't say what night it's going to be on.
Yeah.
Can night you hear 1. Me? Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, good.
Night 1 is going to be Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez for the championship. And then night 2 will be Balor versus Cross.
I think Io's losing it at Mania.
She could drop it. She definitely could drop it.
I think the main roster female wrestling division is surely lacking.
Yeah, but they're bringing in
Rhea Ripley's coming up.
Rhea Ripley's tomorrow.
But that's one person.
You guys,
she's going to be on Raw.
But here's the thing with that. There's while there's solid singles competition on the main roster, we also have all the freaking tag teams that are on NXT. They have plenty of female tag teams on NXT right now.
True.
That's why they introduced those titles, which I was kind of confused about at first, but
yeah. I remember we were talking about it, and I was a little confused myself. Like, how are they gonna do this? So they have NXT women tag team titles, basically.
Yeah. So I don't know if that can cross over, or that's only going to be NXT solely.
I mean, yeah.
At that point, you kind of like mess that whole thing up because again, you don't have that much tag teams on the main roster. So
and if you're
I don't know.
and if NXT is supposed to be not like the not supposed to be, they're all supposed to be in the same type of light, right? And not like, oh, Raw and SmackDown or the main rosters and NXT isn't. If they're not supposed to be the same light, then why NXT has women tag team titles? Not saying that you couldn't have that before, but it's almost like, well, how does that work with main roster? Because main rosters barely have, they have single wrestlers that are becoming tag teams. And I don't know, it's just, some of it don't work, some of it do. I just know that with the singles competitions in Raw and SmackDown, I would say SmackDown has women that actually can. I don't know. I'll say this. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird because I don't see many women going for the titles, and it seems like a repeat of the same women.
Yeah, we spoke about that the last episode, and that's just how it's going to be for now. But I guess we'll see what comes about. When they start bringing up more people.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll definitely see a bunch of. I think we're definitely going to see a bunch of female returns.
Yeah, if you could bring up 5 women from NXT, who would you bring up?
NXT.
Yeah. So I'm asking this question. If you could bring up 5 women, right? You know what? Let's make it 6. Like, I mean, even 6. If you could bring up 6,
that's going to be hard.
If you make up 6 women, right? Hold up. If you could bring up 6 women, that's if 6 women from NXT, where would you put them? And where would you put them? What show would you put them on? 6.
I can't really tell you, and the only reason why is because I'm not familiar with the female rosters on each show.
Disgraceful.
That's just me. I mean, I enjoy the matches, but I'm not familiar because, again, it's the same faces that we're seeing constantly, and now they're switching over to different brands and things like that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I don't even watch NXT enough to even know that many females on there. But the ones that I've seen for a while now, I mean, Io definitely, Ripley definitely, which she's already coming up.
She's already coming up. She don't count.
Dakota Kai.
Okay. What show?
SmackDown.
You put her on. Okay. Would you bring her tag team partner with her as an enforcer?
Yeah.
Okay. On SmackDown as well?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2.
Is either
that's
she
2 on SmackDown. Io Shirai would go to Raw.
Yeah, because she would have a thing with Asuka.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
Sheesh. I don't even know.
Was it Tori?
Toni Storm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
where would you put her?
She'd be on Raw.
Be on Raw.
Yeah.
What about if she wanted to, maybe Amber Moon, if she wanted to.
I mean, she definitely deserves a spot in the main roster. I don't know what happened to the point where she felt she didn't feel that she was supposed to be there, or they felt she wasn't ready. She's definitely great. Her and Shotzi, like, definitely. Shotzi, I've been following Shotzi since Independent.
Yeah. So where would you put both of those 2? Would you split them up?
They could get split, or they could go on SmackDown.
Both on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you were split, who would go on SmackDown? Who would go on Raw?
Shotzi SmackDown and Ember Moon on Raw.
I can honestly, I like that setup too. Well, who else? What's Johnny Gargano's wife? What's her name?
Candice LeRae, right?
Yeah. Where would you put her?
She would go on SmackDown.
Really? I'll put her on Raw. I'll put her on Raw.
Nah. SmackDown.
Just to mix it up, I'll put her on Raw. because like her husband, she's really good.
They would both go on SmackDown.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because I know they're it's like that thing where you don't want to split the couples up. So I mean,
no, not really. I mean, you could split the couples up, but the way they've been handling SmackDown, they can definitely write really good for him on SmackDown.
Yeah, I would like to see him in versus Daniel Bryan. I think that would be the fucking amazing.
Really good technical match.
Oh,
him versus Seth.
Him versus Seth. I think Johnny Gargano versus Daniel Bryan. Johnny Gargano versus Cesaro would be amazing.
Or Shinsuke. I think they've fought before.
Yeah, they did. No, they left before. No, they were tag. He was a tag team.
I think he went back.
Yeah, he was. They were a tag team. He was in a tag team. That's why it never happened. But as a singles, I think it would be cool. What about Finn? If Finn decided to come back, where would you put him? Would you put him back on Raw?
Yeah, he'd go on Raw.
Maybe. Okay. Who would you put him after? Would you let him go after who's on Raw? Who would you put him on if he went back to Raw? Orton.
Yeah.
Maybe Orton and have like in maybe Orton and something and somehow he fights the Fiend as well, because I definitely want to see the Demon Finn Balor versus the Fiend. I think I'm craving for that.
We'll never get that.
I know.
We will never get that. Vince hates that shit. We're even lucky Vince hates shit like that. We're even lucky we got fucking the Fiend. We're lucky we got that shit.
Tell me about it. And that's the thing too. Like Finn hated that shit, and then next thing you know, it's the Fiend. He like Bray Wyatt becomes a Fiend. I'm like, that makes no sense. Vince, you're kind of hypocritical. Like, it don't make sense, bro. Anyway, all right. Well, good night. It was a good night. I like the matches. I think Apollo Crew is really doing. You know what? Apollo Crew is Ghanaian, but I'm just he's from Ghana. But he in his accent is. I'm not sure if he's forcing it or is.
When they gave him that accent, bro, I was so mad. I was like, why did they reverse Kofi him? Like,
well, Kofi was doing a Jamaican accent.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They reversed Kofi him because Kofi literally just spoke out of like turn, and they were just like, bro, aren't you Jamaican?
Love your accent.
What happened to your accent?
What happened to yours?
He literally just
it's like the
regular.
same thing. It's like what happened to Lana's accent. It's like what happened to Lana's accent. What happened to Lana?
It's there. It's like Wanda's accent, and it comes and goes.
Yeah.
When she gets aggressive, you'll hear it come out a little bit.
Yeah. Who else? You know who I'm surprised that doesn't have a match for WrestleMania?
Who? Isn't he still out on injury?
Mr. Limitless himself.
I
don't think he's injured.
So then what they doing right now? They doing
I don't fucking know. Hold on. Let me check if he is injured.
We'll most likely see probably sometime within the next couple weeks. We have
Oh shit. 3 days ago, Keith Lee addressed his absence.
That told you.
Oh, hold on. Let me read this shit.
Make sure you save that.
Yeah, let's put it on here. Give me
Oh no need for that. Just save it.
Save it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't say anything about an injury. It was on Twitter. This was on Twitter that I'll read it to you. I hear many of you. I see many of the messages. One day I will explain it. Look at my face. One day I will explain it. I will explain it all for the ones true to me. For now, know that I am more than appreciated the continued support. And when I return, it will be filled with all love I have for those that represent the Legion. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, he hashtagged the Legion, bro. Ooh, please come back, Keith. Please. Oh,
We'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I think he's still on an injury. They're gonna do call ups now. They need to freaking bring up Adam Cole already, but I know he's gonna go on a whole nother campaign.
Bro, Adam Cole, like, you know what it is? I don't know if it's time. Do you think it's time for Adam Cole to come up? I think so. I think he should have. I think he should have been called up before Keith Lee is, but
a long time. Message.
Yeah, nah, that's a.
I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see what Keith Lee, because it's gonna be weird if he's not at Mania. It'll be weird. He had the biggest pop.
That's fine. That's fine, and I'll tell you why that's fine. Because they need to. They're restarting everything. They have to restart from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is only going to show them what they can do with the limitations that they have, especially in specific areas, because places are starting to open up a little more now, especially with like sports venues and things like that. So they're currently trying to figure out some type of a plan where they can start traveling again. Now, if that's the case, they're starting it with WrestleMania because they're allowing 25,000 people per night to be there.
How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay with that. And the reason why I'm okay with that is because they're sectioning off, people. So you have to buy a certain amount of tickets in a specific set, and then you could bring whoever you want. You could purchase a singular ticket, but if you buy more than one, they got to section you and your friends or family off, whatever the hell they're doing. I was reading about it, but it's not bad. They're following the procedures. I mean, there was no crazy outbreak for the Super Bowl, and they had people there live too. So
true, but
see how that works out.
Super Bowl was one thing, but if you watch what happened recently with the Miami, I know they're not going to be in Miami, but Miami.
That's different though. You gotta understand that these people are in the streets.
True.
That's 100%.
I mean, they have people inside. They have people inside NXT all the time now. Crowds.
Yeah,
it's crowds.
It's
they
not.
have
It's
crowds
not
inside NXT, and then you have
It's not fans though. That's
it's fans.
They haven't started doing fans in NXT yet. Because it's their facility. It's their facility. They're not able to bring. It's just friends and family for the most part right now.
Because it's in full sale, and I think the area.
It's not in full sale.
What, NXT?
Yeah, it's not in full sale.
What is it?
It's in a performance center.
That's in full sale.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's a completely different building. That's their headquarters in Orlando.
The WWE Performance Center.
Yeah.
Is in Orlando.
It's not part of Full Sail. They only use Full Sail's stage room.
Yeah, okay.
They don't use anything else but their stage room. Their performance center has their gym and everything. That's not part of Full Sail.
It's at St. Petersburg, Florida. Oh, it's usually for the new Thunderdome stage. Okay.
Well, that was Thunderdome.
That's Thunderdome.
Thunderdome is now the Thunderdome is in the arena in Florida.
Yeah.
And they're moving the Thunderdome to the same
It's Tampa
stadium. Yeah,
Tampa.
they're going to Tampa Stadium where the Super Bowl is played. So they already have protocols for that shit laid in place.
Well, yeah, because the Super Bowl already laid it out.
Yeah. So it makes sense for them to do that.
There's apparently there's 2 headquarters. There's one in Florida and one in London. Because I guess that's NXT UK. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, bro. That's how they're working it out here, and we'll be lucky to see that. That's probably one of the main reasons why we're still getting Bobby versus Drew McIntyre, because the way they explained it was that Drew never got the ceremonious like congratulations that he was supposed to get.
What do you mean by that?
So when he won the title, he won the title in basically a room with nobody there, no fans, no nothing. So they're basically going to give him the title back, and he's going to be cheered and celebrated on by whoever's there.
I just read news today. Just came out.
Okay.
Andrade has been released from WWE.
They released him? No way.
Yes, they did. It happened an hour ago. WWE has come to terms of the release of Andrade, and we wish him all the best in his future endeavors.
Wow.
AEW confirmed.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, he asked for it.
I would not doubt it.
Oh, but I'm happy for him. He needs to go.
You think
they use him for a whole what?
You think we lose?
How many months has it been since we've seen him?
It's been a while.
We haven't even seen Aleister Black yet.
Yeah, I think he wants to be released too.
After his wife got released, I don't blame him.
You think Charlotte will follow Andrade?
No. Too much of a legacy she holds within WWE.
Yo, I don't want to hear that when Ric Flair was on TNA, so kiss my ass.
Yeah, but she's never worked for anybody else.
That's fine. What was the other company that Ric Flair worked for? WCW, which is owned by WWE. Come on, bro.
AWA. This is before WWE though.
But that's all intertwined.
Yeah, AWA got intertwined.
Yeah,
with
all that NWA, all that stuff. It's all intertwined, bro.
Yeah. Now, well, back then it wasn't. Now it is. But yeah. I don't know. I think I'm happy that he's gone. But he was such a good talent, bro. He asked for his release, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, that was what about almost a week ago that he did that.
Yeah, they released him today though.
And they told him no.
Yeah, they told him no. Yeah, I wonder what was the no for. I think you know what it is too. Every time they say no, it's always the because they didn't have no plans for him at WrestleMania.
You also got to understand, like, they really have like angles that they could work with, and then they drop them like bad fucking habits. Mm-hmm. And it's such a shame because you can see where these storylines are going, and then they just fall the fuck apart, and then they want to keep the same people in
they literally could have put him fighting Big E.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense. Like whatsoever.
They could have made him fight Big E. I mean, him and Drew had a great match. Had a really good NXT title match back in NXT. I mean, it was really good to the point where Drew blew out, injured his shoulder. He was out for a minute. Like him and Andrade can go. Like
Andrade can go like with anybody, which is great.
Right. Did you ever watch their Their NXT title match?
Probably not.
Oh man, it was so good. I commend you. I need you to watch it because it was so good. It was one of the biggest NXT matches. Andrade versus.
I have to see what's available on Peacock because they decided to switch everything over. So yeah. I gotta go ahead and sign up for that.
Yep. But yeah, watch Andrade versus
Yo, it's cheap, bro.
Drew
For like
McIntyre.
the first like 4 months. It's cheap for people who subscribe to WWE Network. It's like 50% off. You pay like $250 a month for like 4 or 5 months or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Where they get you is the no commercials, no ads.
Yeah.
That shit's $9.99.
Ha!
No discount on that bad boy.
Yeah, of course not, baby.
But I'm already paying $9.99 for the network, so might as well. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
You know how much it's so bad when they were selling that shit constantly, and it's for the WWE Network's for $9.99. Yeah, we get it, motherfucker. Every
That was great. Good times.
You know who I'm surprised that's still there? Ricochet is still there, and I think he needs to go too. They're not using him.
He's on. I think he's on main event now.
Ugh, so trash. Can't believe they did that to him. Somebody like him.
They're gonna and I think a lot of things are gonna change. Look at what they just did with Retribution. I did not expect that to happen anytime soon. But it just wasn't making any sense anymore. Like,
well, does that mean that those wrestlers are going to be?
I don't think so. They're either going to be sent back to NXT or
Dominic Chudrenko didn't need to be a part of that. He didn't. He had his own, like the matches him and Keith Lee had, the matches him and Adam Cole had, the matches him and Ricochet had, the matches. I can go on and on and on. Dominic Chudrenko did not need to be part of that. He had he was a good wrestler by himself, and like he's had plenty of amazing matches.
but it's not the fact that they needed to do something like that. I guess that's just an angle that they wanted to work with, and they figured they could bring up some NXT people.
And they did, yeah.
Now
what you do?
Now
what do you do with that?
You can't put them back on NXT unless you bring them back for a valid reason. So it's either they continue Retribution and one of the main people take up one of those people take up, like I think maybe what's her face,
Keith Lee's wife.
She might take up the helm for that.
Yeah, I mean she should. I mean she was out for a while.
So she can either do that or they just let everyone just come out as their regular characters.
I'm a little upset that they haven't made her wrestle in a singles women's wrestling match on the main roster. She's a good wrestler. Why she ain't wrestling? She ain't pregnant.
I don't know why they decided to do that.
That makes no sense.
They brought her over.
She's like the only. At one point, there was 2 female wrestlers on Retribution, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that. Then she became the only one. Then she disappeared completely. Came back. And I'm like, okay, now what do you do with her? Why wasn't she in, like, if you're gonna push Retribution as it's supposed to be, why weren't they pushing her? Because she's the only female of the group at this time now, at trying to push her towards the women's title.
Because it was only for this dude to go in
and I understand that, but that's not
there's no reason for them to do any of that stuff. It would have made sense if they were taking titles from people, but that's not the case.
No, it's not, and there lies what we have with the Hurt Business, and I'm kind of, when it comes to taking titles off of people,
it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I would have loved to see just all of them with titles, except what's the name, MVP, because I don't know if that's if he's really injured or it's just a play.
No, he's really injured. He's had knee problems for years.
Well, he's always had bad knee problems.
Yeah.
He's always had bad knee problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if it is, but it's yeah. Well, we got 3 weeks. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up. We're going to be recording those 3 weeks to see what's going to lead up to Mania. There's a lot of matches to unravel. NXT was good. Real quick, did you watch Revolution, AEW?
Hell no.
You missed out. Good, really good match. Except for that botch ending. I don't know what the fuck that was. But anyway.
I heard about it. I watched it. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I was like, I'm glad I didn't watch
the match itself was good, but I didn't like them ending.
What did you streamed it?
Yeah. The ending, the match itself was great. And a lot of matches were great. The tag team matches were phenomenal. I can't get over them. They were just so good.
Normally for AEW, yeah, they're really good, but just
it was really good. A lot of singles matches were good. The Kenny Omega versus John Moxley was good.
I heard it was good. It was just the
ending,
the special effects.
Yeah. Fuck me up. I was like, huh? Anyway,
I couldn't believe that shit. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen ever. I mean, I saw like pieces of it online because I was like, yeah, I need to see what's going on. I think that was the weekend that I wasn't around.
Yeah, you were in North Carolina.
Yeah. So I was in North Carolina. I didn't get a chance. So I was on the way home while I have it, and then I woke up at maybe 1, 2 in the morning, and I looked at my phone, and I'm just like going through like the reviews and shit, and I'm just like, what is this bullshit? And I just shut my phone off and went right back to sleep. I was like, fuck that.
Like, what is this shit? Yeah, but it was good. But yeah, it was good. It was all right. Yeah, the ending was sucked, but the event itself was great. Well, time to end this because somebody need to go to sleep.
Oh yeah,
both need to go to sleep, and we'll catch you on another episode of Bros at Ringside. See ya.